advice, you can take what I give to you, but at the same time, please do something with it. You know, he said that he's motivated people, and then he gets a message 9 months later from the same person that it's still motivated, but it seems obvious from what the person wrote that the person hasn't done anything.
Yeah, and that's where he got to. If you want to start, just start.
Exactly. So that is, you know, what we're going to wrap up with. But the question was, if you see, do you see the influence that somebody can have on you if you follow and you for a long period of time observe this person operate, especially if it's the person that you want the results. You know, you want to match his results in some kind of manner, right?
Yeah, yeah. I understand. I understand that somebody can influence you in a moment. It doesn't have to be you follow him. You see him once, you see what he does, and you're motivated for the rest of your life. Of course, the more you follow somebody, the more you understand, and especially if you agree and you're maybe pursuing the same objectives or you're going in the same line, then of course he's going to influence you more. You know, that's something that I think it's human nature. You know, if you see that somebody is going on the right path, has the right attitude, and yeah, I want to follow this guy. You know, I think he can lead me. I think.
So do you think the recipe's simple then? How simple is the recipe if you want to be successful? I mean, like what do we have to do? I mean, how simple is it to follow 7 guys for 2 years and all of a sudden, boom, you're emulating your results, your own results, but you've been inundated with all this energy from, for example, 7 people. Does it seem easy? To me, I mean, with the information era, right? All you got to do is take action every day, and for 2 years, be a sponge with all these 7 characters.
Yeah. Apparently, it's simple. It's a simple formula, but it requires hard work.
Absolutely.
You know, maintaining the routine, having the commitment, being consistent. You know, doing it every day or doing it all the time that it's required. You know, so that's the hard part. You know, following somebody is a simple decision maybe, but it's a hard process because the longer it lasts, the harder it is. You know, but you know, sometimes you can only see a person once. And before it was like this. Really, you saw you wanted to see your idol or somebody you admired, and you had to travel and you saw him, and you couldn't even take a picture, and then you went back and you had that memory in your mind for the rest of your life, and that was your motivation. Yeah. So I think at getting the idea, and if you have the drive or you have the call, or you see something and it calls your attention, then I think the decision is sort of simple. You know, I think it's not that easy either, but I think the hard part really is the process itself. You know, day by day by day by day, taking in and having the willpower, having the drive to actually change, to actually transform.
And do something.
Not
be one of those guys that he sees that, you know, they admire, they like what he said, but the next day they're not putting it in practice.
They forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's I think it's something that everybody has to decide if they want to do it or not, and put in the work, pay their dues. All of these guys surely have paid their dues in many ways, and that's why they have the experience and the knowledge, and they have developed and transformed themselves into what they are. No, it's not something that they were born with. You know?
Oh yeah, he's done it for 15 years.
Yeah. So maybe he was born with something. You know, his personality, but those 15 years, along with all the previous experience that he mentioned his mother, that his mother was a very strong force in his life, and they formed him and gave him his values. So yeah,
She always said positive things of him.
yeah. So it's if I wanted to pretend to be somebody like this guy without having all of that background and all of that support and backup, I think it's just it comes down to the credibility,